The third door of Samadhi is Basrika. In Purak and Rechak, the air is inhaled and exhaled slowly and deeply, thus all the filth and phlegm inside is not removed, and all the doors do not open. For this, a greater force is required. Hence, Basrika is performed, and in this practice, one has to breathe very fast and deep. Basrika means inhaling and exhaling with a great speed. One should necessarily perform Basrika at least 60 times in 1 minute. You may not be able to do so in the first attempt, but by regular practice, this rate of breathing can be attained. Thus, breathing fast is a process of opening the third door. When this door opens, one begins to realize the divine conscience, and lesser thoughts tend to pervade into one's mind. Only 1/3 of the number of thoughts occurring in one's mind before remain behind. When the pressure on the brain eases, the mind starts to become thought-free, and one gains mental and spiritual peace. Thus, Basrika is indeed a very important practice. In the early morning, the sadhak should get up and perform Purak, Rechak and Kumbhak. After this, he should also perform Basrika for at least 5 to 7 minutes. For this practice, he should sit down, folding his legs in Virasana. If a person cannot sit in this posture, then he should sit in Sukhasana. But Virasana is no doubt more appropriate in this practice. Sitting in Virasana, place both your hands on your knees, inhale fast and then exhale fast. Exhaling fast means with full force and not slowly. While doing so, some drops of blood may also spurt out with the air exhaled. But you should not worry, because this is a practice of cleansing the respiratory tract from the nose to the throat. There may be some obstruction in the form of phlegm or blood clots. Hence, while exhaling with a force, some blood drops may spurt out with this filth, and only when this tract opens up and becomes clear, the next step can be performed. Hence, you should perform Basrika with full vigor, so that there is a loud and clear sound of breathing. You should apply full force while breathing in as well as out. Keep practicing till you achieve a rate of 60 cycles per minute. Thus, by regular practice, the third door shall open up on its own. After the opening of the third door, one should start the practice for entering into the fourth door. Entering the fourth door is possible only after attaining perfection in Basrika and Pranayam. After performing Basrika, one should sit still, peacefully, without any delay. A common man cannot perform Basrika for more than 5 minutes. After much practice, yogis can do it for 7, 8 or even 15 minutes. But in the process, the body becomes red hot like a burning ember. All the nerves and veins get activated, and the blood starts to flow with a great speed into the brain. The whole body then seems light as a feather. As soon as you complete Basrika, you should sit peacefully in Sukhasana without moving your body. Sitting thus without moving is the way to activate the fourth door. This practice is known as Dhyan. As soon as Basrika is stopped, the eyes close, the mind becomes still, and there appears no movement in the body. For the opening of the fourth door, Dhyan is essential, and it must generally be performed for at least 5 minutes and at the most for 10 to 15 minutes through this process. A perfectly healthy person can go into Dhyan for 32 minutes. Reaching such a state is called totality of life. After rigorous practice, Dhyan can be performed for even 10 hours. In this state, the breathing is very slow and hence one should try to keep the body still and the mind cut off from the rest of the world. In the beginning, you may hear the commotion going on around you, but when you shall be able to remain in this state for 10 minutes at a stretch, then all sounds shall stop. Even if they do reach you, they shall have no effect on your body. This is the state of Dhyan. Dhyan does not mean just closing one's eyes. Rather, it is a process of entering one's own self and cutting oneself off from the outer body. The physical body then becomes useless. Even the commotion going on around it does not have any effect on it, and thus one reaches the fourth door with the help of Dhyan. There are several advantages of the practice of Dhyan. One of them is that it helps in attaining a thought-free mind. In a normal man, 3 lakh thoughts can develop in 1 second. But in the state of Dhyan, this number reduces to just 3000. This means that the mind then attains more rest. When you start to delve into your soul with the help of Dhyan, you shall see new, strange and divine scenes. It shall seem as if you are sitting in a Himalayan cave. You may feel as if you are bathing in a pond. You may even see yourself murdering someone, robbing someone, speaking lies, or carrying out a business. Whatever you see shall be scenes from your previous lives. Thus, on entering the fourth door, you shall know who you were and where you lived in your previous life. In deep, you shall know how you spent your life, how and when you died, or why you died. In fact, all facts of your previous life shall be revealed to you. When one is able to remain in Dhyan for 32 minutes, then one must conclude that the first step of the practice is accomplished. Next to this state is the fifth door. The difference between this stage and that of Dhyan is that here we do not remain absolutely still, rather the mind always remains with us. In the state of Dhyan, scenes keep revolving before our eyes and we do not know which scenes to see in particular. One may see a cave in the Himalayas, or before that one may see oneself engrossed in business. This shall denote that the person was first a businessman, but on meeting a guru, he entered into sadhanas and reached the caverns of Himalayas. Thus one is only able to see what appears before the eyes. But in this fifth stage, we can see any particular scene we wish to. Suppose a person wants to see in which city he used to live, then the image of that place shall become clear to him. If he wishes to see where he was born or who his parents were, then he shall come to know all about it. In order to see what one wishes to, one has to take help of Dharana Shakti. Dharana Shakti denotes going deeper into the state of Dhyan. On reaching the fourth door, a person becomes cut off from the outer world. But on reaching the fifth door, a person enters such a deep state of Dhyan that he feels nothing even if someone shakes him down. He does not feel any pain if someone pricks him with a pin or cuts him with a knife. This is the stage of Dharana Shakti. One can reach this state only through Dhyan. The deeper you go into Dhyan, the more you shall enter into your soul. And the moment 32 minutes pass in Dhyan, the process of Dharana shall begin. Then you shall be able to see anything in this universe. Next is the sixth door, which denotes full devotion to one's deity. On entering this door, one becomes capable of traveling to any planet, any lok, like Bhulok and Chandralok. Reaching this door, you shall realize the true form of your Guru, divine and benevolent in itself. You shall come closer to the Guru, who is an ocean of divine knowledge. This shall not be your worldly Guru, but the Guru who is your divine conscience and who is a flow of divinity. When you experience such closeness to the source of divine knowledge, then all eruditions of the Vedas, Shastras and Puranas shall get imbibed into you. Without having studied all these, you shall gain their rich knowledge. This state is unique in itself. Memorizing all the Vedas, Puranas and Upanishads, realizing the true form of great sages like Vasishtha and Vishwamitra then becomes so simple. By entering into sixth door, one can even gain entry into Siddhashram in one's physical form. The seventh door is called Samadhi. Samadhi means an eternal, thoughtless fusion into the God. Samadhi means fusing into the Brahma. Samadhi means reaching the state of Brahma. Samadhi means a state in which one can say, Aham Brahmasmi, that is, I am Brahma. This is the practice which opens to you the seventh door. By crossing these 7 doors, you can achieve totality and eternal joy in your lives and can also reach Siddhashram. Thus you can yourself attain the form of Brahma. I bless you all, and may you reach the state of Samadhi and Brahma by passing through these 7 doors.